What's good? What's good, y'all? I'm trying to see how this works. Let's see here. This is, I guess. What's good? What's good, y'all? Ain't no need to hide my face. Y'all know who I am. Move from stream. Said just getting this outro started. What's good? What's good, y'all? Tour nights. Anybody step on in here? If anybody else watching, you can come on. I really don't care about all that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Now I need to make sure and see if that I can still do this on the other way around. So let me see what y'all doing the tour night. Viewers, just me, just me. What's good, y'all? Y'all should definitely know what time it is. Let's see. So let me see. What's good? What's good, man? You say you ain't getting no notifications. Okay, I see that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, bro. Like I said, it's just a test run, bro. Man, see if you can come on in, bro. See if the link and all that's working. Okay. Yeah, man, I had to I was using my HP, but man, that ain't it ain't really compatible with the stream, y'all. So I'm like, man, I just gotta try to find something else to use. But I got an Acer, so I went ahead and got that popped up. But if you can, man, okay.
Shalom.
Shalom. All is good with you.
Not much, King. I can hear you loud and clear, man. I don't know why T didn't give me a notification. I got the bell for all. So.
Got you. Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, I literally just got done setting this up. It basically, when I went to go start up StreamYard on this PC, it told me this PC wasn't compatible because this PC got it's got one of them Google blocks on it, so I can get on Google, but I can't have Chrome. So, long story short.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Why not get an Apple then? Hell.
See, I really don't, man. To be honest, I ain't no Apple person. I don't like Apple. That's just the truth.
I don't need it. I just tried it out. I got my first iPhone. It's a 7. I mean a 6. So, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
what I'm
I
trying to
don't,
do
I don't like it.
now, to say what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to get somebody else to go live. Can you go live from your phone? Because you know they already hit me with that. I gotta have 1,000 subscribers stuff.
No, I can't.
Okay. So they must have already sent you that message, right?
I never tried. I mean, I haven't tried.
See what it is they'll let you do it at first, and then once you kind of get the popping, then they'll eventually gonna be like have 1,000 subscribers to keep going live from your phone.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, what's wrong with it?
yeah. Me and Dalio, we already got that notification already. Trying to see where everybody else is. Everybody else coming to life, man. Now, like I said, it's just a test run. Just trying to see how this all gonna work out. Nah, but besides that, man, what you got going for today, bro? What's good? What's good, y'all? It's just a testing thing going on. Trying to see if get brother Tom to come on in here. Okay. How do we go from? Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm back, man. My mic stopped working for some reason.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think that's got something to do with all these other apps. Like, don't this got something to do with that app Discord?
Guess what? I never heard of that.
It was the first one that we tried to download. It was called Discord, and we
Yeah,
was based. I
I never
guess
heard
that
of
was
that.
the. Okay.
I ain't never heard of that one. Hold on. Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me good? What the fuck is wrong with my mic?
Okay. Yeah, man, my kid done. My little girl done started playing with the landline phone and messed up the internet real quick. I'm like, boy, I can't make this up.
Yo, you back?
Yeah, I'm back, bro.
I sent the link in the chat.
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, okay. Yeah. Like I said, man, just trying to get this all formulated. Uh, they gonna pay membership. Elder Tom, you ain't gotta pay them people. That's just them trying to get you to do it. Shalom, Dalo.
Shalom, brothers. Shalom, Nakiyim. Man, it's been uh, a good morning so far. Man, you ready? You ready to go and beat Christina Pope? Hold on. Hey, y'all hear me, brothers?
God, Shalom.
Shalom, Jake. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, King. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. You know, just living the dream right now. Hey, I'm finna mute my mic. I know my
I'm
wife and my father-in-law, they loud, man. So y'all keep continuing.
I was dealing with this dude on Facebook talking about celebrating Christmas. F y'all. I said more Dickmas tree for you, dude. You know, because that's what the holiday's about. It's about it's one of the theories that it's about. It's about the reverence of Nimrod, his phallus,
Con,
right?
right.
So,
Man, it's the same thing. Go ahead.
Now y'all go ahead, rock out, bro. Y'all go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick. He said that's one of the things that he said that you gave for thinking that. I said no, that's one of the, I'm a researcher, so that's one of the theories that what Christmas is about, or Xmas, X being unknown, which could be anything. One of those things being Nimrod's phallus and phallic worship. That's why you put balls on the tree.
Con.
You know, the worship of Nimrod's body part. That's why you put the gifts under the tree. Those gifts represent his body part as well. On another coin is a token of gifting to his mother as remembrance of her son.
Yeah, facts, man. That Nimrod worship, man. That goes way. Like people don't even understand. That's like before Abraham's time. You see what I'm saying? Like, and
God,
I got this book that straight up tell you Osiris was a Hindu. Like it straight up tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And like when the brother like that whole Egyptian thing is really like just an extension of Hinduism. It really is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We need not to go into that because that offends a lot of people.
Hey, might as well offend them. They get offended over telling the truth anyway. They love to lie. That's why it's just crazy how people are. Man, just like yesterday, my wife and I was discussing some matters. She was like, well, the kids want to play like Secret Santa. I was like, that's cool. They can buy each other something, but for us, like putting up any decorations and stuff, that's out. She was like, well, I want to put the tree up. I said, see, there you go. I'm trying to get you stirred the right way. And then you still want to slip back off into that old person of yourself. Man, that tree is I was like, man, you just gonna knock your blessings, baby. Pertaining into those these old pagan ass holidays and stuff when it ain't our customs. Man, I mean, yeah, well, he gonna show you in one way or the other. You feel me? I just don't understand it though, but you know, it's crazy. Let me go on mute my mic, man. They super loud back here. Sorry
Nah.
about
Hey,
that,
y'all keep
y'all.
on. Not for to say, hey, bro, y'all keep on rocking, bro. Like I said, it's just a test day, so y'all gonna rock. But y'all know, man, we got try to let y'all go do y'all thing, bro. Because like I said, hey, I ain't the greatest speaker. I never claimed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Calm,
just gonna try to convey the message and get the truth across.
calm. I figure on that, man. It's like Vanya, like, man, we be on the book. And, when we was doing our video drops and stuff like that, man, it was more of like we just see people come in and they shadow watch. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it, just,
facts, bro.
it just be crazy, man. And then like I said, hey, y'all seen on my fake book. Soon as the next day, after a day, I comment on something, but y'all, it was on one of those comments was on Channel 5. They got a little Facebook page or whatever. I say what I want to say. You know, freedom of speech, right? Everybody else have it. But as soon as I put anything, bro, they attack me so hard. They want to throw me in fake book and messenger jail all the time. I'm like, man, these people, they just it can just show they could be behind the scene, but they still leave a smoke trail. You know what I mean? Because these people just don't want to wake up. They want to steady mo, continue on with this folly, and keep placing these idols before your house. And man, I mean, I might sound like I bug out sometimes, but I be asking you how just put these people to death. Maybe that would help. You know, some of you old people that might be in the midst of that can be able to wake up. Yeah, all if they just see with their own eyes, man. People just start falling down, just dying, and then the white man gonna be like, well, they died of natural causes. Let their ass die, then they be hit with a plague right there. You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, I know you how he can do it. I'm just getting so sick of this place though, bro. I really be wanting to leave, man. But I'm more of like, shit, where we gonna go? Where's to go?
I think we all got that. We all had that feeling in time, bro.
Yeah,
And it's like
man.
it's sickening at times. Just looking at this place. Hey, baby, hold on. It's sickening at times dealing with this place. I mean, it truly is. We're not on here screaming death to America, but that still don't mean, just like the scriptures say, oppression makes the wise man mad. So that's a part of this place.
Right.
This place was to correct us because of what we did.
Exactly.
And you know what? I just want to put this out. Just PSA, public service announcement. I'm tired of hearing these people on these other platforms. I don't care what platform it is. They keep on having this, man, the law can't save you. Like, I'm gonna just make this clear. The law is to keep you in line. What's gonna save you is your faith in Yahweh and trying to do the right thing. It's like they try to draw this straw man argument based off the law, when clearly they don't even understand the stipulations that the law has within itself. Like example, it's amazing. It's fucking amazing to hear people say, well, we got to go make our sacrifices. Like, no, you don't. It's crazy, bro, because it's like not only is the temple not set up, but that would be that part of the sacrifice. That's more of a priestly ceremonial thing. That's not a thing, you know, and we covered that in the book of Deuteronomy, where it tells us, you know, as far as you know, just your sanctities and your vow offering shall you carry. And it's like when I addressed it that day on the debate league, bro, they froze up.
God.
Everybody froze up, bro, because they still like drinking the blood thing, bro.
Right. Just like what they gonna do tomorrow. Some churches, you know what I mean? It's just sickening, bro. And I'm more of like, I don't see how they cannot see themselves not doing those things and thinking that that's what is not meant to be done. You know, it's just sick.
Hey, I want to touch on something you said too, real quick, just to add a little point. Right? They say it's freedom of speech, right?
Right,
You have the right to free speech. And what is behind that? The right to bear arms, right?
right.
That's because the shit was created for free with what certain things being spoken. So if they feel like I got the right to say what the fuck I want, well, I better protect myself because not everybody gonna like it. They gonna come hurt me. Like that's just common sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's biased as hell. So you know, it's free for people that abide by the agenda. It's not free for people that come against the norm in society.
Mm-hmm. God. And you so right about that, bro. It's like if you're not into it, they will hang you on that cross, man. They will beat you. They'll pierce your side. They'll do all those things. What is it? I don't. Hold on for a second.
Shalom, Akim. Shalom. I'm here.
Shalom, Elder Tom.
I could barely hear you, Jake.
Shalom,
I heard that, but I can barely hear you.
yeah, it's my raggedy ass phone, man.
Right? Oh, it does work on your phone. It won't work on my phone.
I got this Apple
Shalom,
Music.
Doc. How you doing, Thomas?
Wow, I'm doing great, man.
That's
Just
good, brother.
battling these foolish females, man. I mean, come on. How they gonna change something I'm saying when I'm saying the same thing they are? They try to make it like I'm saying something wrong. Like that
That's
question. The question was, is there anywhere in the New Testament that doesn't conflict with the Old Testament? And I say yes. The instance of the blood. And then someone came automatically and jumped on me and tried to say that I was in support of drinking the blood. I said, wait a minute. All throughout the Torah, and I don't read the New Testament because of that, but all throughout the Torah, the blood was used externally, never internally. Your body is telling you that the blood is not good for drinking. When you drink it, you get sick. That's common sense.
gone. Gone.
Come on, man. You only need scriptures for that. But I dumped a bunch of Exodus scriptures on her, and she blocked me. It's all right.
Man, she had them demons on her, brother. That's all that was. She
Hey,
had
you know
them
what?
demons on her.
I went to her page. She got all this Christian stuff up there. I said, I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad she's gone.
Them straight demons, bro.
Right? But they don't see that.
Anytime you hold those idols and they around you, man, they hold you like it's just like how slavery was back then.
It's,
Then them people was over them. They was standing over these peoples and watching these people. Now, shit, they got idols all in their heart and their minds. Man, these people can't get rid of that, man. Every time a pagan holiday come up, and you see our people, they so joyous about it, man.
right.
And it's just so sickening, and it's crazy. They put their heart into that and their spirit into it, and then next thing you know, you see these fools out here drunk on that wine, bro. That swine got them all dangling, and then them demons just keep on putting more spells and add more demons on them. It's sickening, bro.
Did you know that the first Christmas tree had baby heads on it?
That's interesting.
Yes, I'm trying to find that video. It talks about all the pagan holidays, especially Christmas and Easter. They're the main two.
Yeah, I know me and Navanya on the book. Yeah, we went extra hard about the Estera.
It's all
the
it's all it's all tied in.
Yep.
You're worshiping the Queen of Heaven, who is searching for her man's body parts. The only part she didn't find is the one they're using as obelisk today. Everywhere you go, you see it.
God.
And I'm going to be graphic and say it is Nimrod's penis. I need to say no
God.
more. Now, go ahead and worship that golden shaft if you want to. You're gonna get shafted by it. Your house gonna shaft them with it.
God. Hey, I had the other day an old friend of mine, right? That I went to high school with, middle school, even elementary with. Man, he happened to hit me up on the fake book, wanted to be my friend. So before I accept anybody's friendship, this is for the record. I go on their page. I go on their
Yes.
page to see what they all about. But this friend, man, this dude, I'm talking about, man, he got the Masons. He got the Mason ring on. I said I automatically like nope. I even had I I messaged him. I said, look here, buddy. Hey, you never was my friend since we growed up. So why would you try to be my friend on social media? And then on
Right.
top of that, I already know you and your wife, y'all are divorced now. So I'm more of like, also now you wants to be my friend now, and plus you a Mason dude, man. Get on out of here. Go on back to over there and hit your boys in the booty. I ain't with that gay shit. Straight told him just like it. He like, damn, man, why you gotta be so cold? Nah, the world been cold, and you right along with it. I don't need no part in that, buddy. Cause you might be trying to get on my page, see my family, like people, they'll try to get your vulnerability. They'll try to draw that out of you. Like they'll start fucking with either your wife or your kids and shit. But people know me. Anybody fuck with them, dude. Man, it's all power in your Howard's hand, man. I will pray against my enemy, but I know if they fuck with mine, dude, it's over. It's over.
Right.
I'm not gonna even play with them. I'm gonna execute some judgment on their ass for real.
That's right. Supposed to. Got to contend for the faith.
God.
All right. I'm trying to block this thing that's on here. Oh, there we go. Block element. Come on, man. All right. That's gone. I don't know why they put this text stuff up here. I can't see my name on the bottom. Let's see. Block element. Let's do that one. Mark it. Block it. Come on.
All right. Now, I hope there are a lot of viewers right about now. If they're not, please tune in. But as a friendly reminder,
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna have to watch live, man, because I can't hear none of y'all saying. My service ain't.
Okay.
all right.
I'm gonna
About to
stop in
pull up
about an
Eastbourne.
hour. Y'all still on? Hop back in.
Hey, yeah, that's what I said. Hey, yeah, y'all make sure y'all just keep it going. This is gonna be my first. This is my first live stream, so y'all just keep it going, though, bro.
Okay. All right.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Where we start?
God hallelujah to Yahweh God, who's the head and leader of my life. And I'm just gonna open up with a verse real quick. I'm gonna read right here Exodus to remind my people, today is the Sabbath and it shall be holy. You shall keep it holy. But I'm gonna start right here, Exodus 20, read from verse 3. You shall not recognize the gods of others in my presence. You shall not make yourselves a carved image, nor any likeness of that which is in the heavens above, or on the earth below, or in the water beneath the earth. You shall not prostrate yourself to them, nor worship them. For I am Yahweh, your Elohim, a jealous Elohim who visits the sins of fathers upon the children to the third and fourth generations for my enemies, but who shows kindness for thousands of generations to those who love me and observe my commandments. You shall not take the name of Yahweh Akah, your Elohim, in vain, for Yahweh will not absolve anyone who takes his name in vain. Verse 8, remember the Sabbath day to sanctify it. 6 days you shall work and accomplish all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath to Yahweh your Elohim. You shall not do any work. You, your son, your daughter, your slave or maid servants, your animal, and your convert within your gates. For in 6 days Yahweh made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them. He rested on the seventh day. Therefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and sanctified it. All right, I'm gonna jump up here. The still right here in Exodus. Jump up here to the 30th chapter. Not 30th, I meant the 31st chapter. And I'm gonna read from verse 12. Yahweh said to Moses, saying, now you speak to the children of Israel, saying, however, you must observe my Sabbaths, for it is a sign between me and you for your generations, to know that I am Yahweh Akkad, who makes you holy. You shall observe the Sabbath, for it is holy to you. Let me read that verse again. You shall observe the Sabbath, for it is holy to you. Its desecrators shall be put to death, for whoever does work on it, that soul shall be cut off from among its people. For 6 days' work may be done, and the seventh day is a day of complete rest. It is sacred to Yahweh Akkad. Whoever does work on the Sabbath day shall be put to death. Again, it's basically telling you, keep this day holy, because he had completed all work in 7 days and he rested. That's just like we be out here every week busting our tails, but these Christians, they thinking the law doesn't save us. That's a law and a commandment, but they still wants to overlook that.
Kind. Um, this man they call Jesus Christ, he kept the commandments.
God.
So they got all that stuff twisted. They don't even know what they're talking about. I'm going to piggyback off what you just read. I'm going to Leviticus 23, verse 3. For 6 days, labor, for 6 days, labor may be done. The seventh day is a day of complete rest, a holy convocation. You shall not do any work. It is the Sabbath for Yahweh in all your dwelling places. That means in captivity also. So just because the seventh day happens to be Saturday, it's still the seventh day.
God.
So we're keeping the Sabbath to the best of our ability. We know that they changed the calendar, but we're still doing on the seventh day, and that's what's important. So we're gonna lay all that other false doctrine to rest until the truth is revealed.
God.
Let's see. Let's get another.
All right. I still stay right here, 31, and I read verse 16, just like piggyback. We just keep The children of Israel shall observe the Sabbath to make the Sabbath an eternal covenant for their generations. Between me and the children of Israel, it is a sign forever. So when they be talking about the law did away and all this old stuff, you gotta be signed, you gotta be saved through Jeebus, man. Come on, this is the sign forever, man. If you keeping the Sabbath, at least you trying. Yahweh knows we are in our captivity, but at least we are trying. The thing is, you have to apply yourself to these words when you're reading it and just think about it and meditate. That's why it says in Psalm chapter 1, verse 3, in the Torah of Yahweh. He meditates day and night. So with that being said, when that's a sign forever that in the 6 days that you ain't supposed to do no rest, you supposed to refresh yourself.
But, that's why it's a day, so you don't get burned out. Okay, I'm going to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 12. Safeguard the Sabbath day to sanctify it, as Yahweh your Elohim has commanded you. 6 days shall you labor and accomplish all your work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath to Yahweh your Elohim. You shall not do any work. You, your sons, your daughter, your slave, your maidservant, your ox, your donkey, and your every animal, and your convert within your gates, in order that you, or in order that your slave and your maidservant may rest like you. And you shall remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt, and Yahweh your Elohim has taken you out from there with a strong hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, Yahweh your Elohim has commanded you to make this Sabbath day. There you have it. Let's go to, let's see. I'm using eSword lookup, but I'm using Torah text. Ooh. Isaiah 56 and 2. Let me get there. That's another good one.
56 and 2. I'm right there.
Yes.
Hey, I was just right in that area.
Bring it out. All
right. I'm start from the top. Thus saith Yahweh, observe justice and perform righteousness, for my salvation is soon to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Praiseworthy is the man who does this, and the person who grabs it tightly, who guards the Sabbath against desecration and guards his hand against doing any evil. Come on.
That's a nail burner. That's a double shot right there. Because right now, you just said that Yahweh was the Savior, right?
Yes,
Let's go Isaiah 43, verse 10 and 11, my favorite verse in that book. I can't stress this enough. Get there.
I'm right there.
Hold on, I'll be there in a second.
Isaiah. All right.
I'll read it because a lot of people are attacking me on this. This is my chance to defend myself. Isaiah 3.
Read verse 3. Then jump down there.
Yeah, that'll work. Verse 3. For I am Yahweh, your Elohim, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I gave Egypt as your ransom, and Cush and Seba in your place, because you were precious in my eyes. You were honored, and I loved you.
Mm-hmm.
I put people in your place and regimes in the place of your swords. Now I'm gonna jump down to verse 10. You, not Jesus, you are my witnesses, the word of Yahweh, and my servant who I have chosen, that so that you will know and believe me, or believe in me, and understand that I am He. Before me, nothing was created by God, nor will there be after me.
Read that again.
I'm going to read verse 10 again. You are my witnesses, the word of Yahweh, and my servant who I have chosen, so that you will know and believe in me,
They
and
say Jesus, right?
believe in me,
But
and
they say Jesus,
I
right?
am He, and understand that I am He. Before me, nothing was created by a God, nor will there be after me.
Con.
And we can link that up to Jeremiah 30, which I'm going to. Yeah, we got to get this blade work done. That's what the Sabbath is for. Keep it holy. Um, let's see. Where do I want to go? Oh, I lost it. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Isaiah 30. I'm starting at verse 4. These are the things Yahweh spoke concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus said Yahweh, a sound of terror we have heard, of fear, and not peace. Now I ask and see, no, ask now and see if a male has ever given birth. Why then do I see every man put his hand upon his loins like a woman in childbirth, and all their faces turn pallid?
Stop
Woe.
right there, brother. Stop right there, bro. Did you just hear what that just said? Ain't that boy?
Yes,
That's
sir.
more. That's very relevant today, man. But
Yes.
people don't think that the Bible isn't real. Oh, it's been written over with the Jewish these people. Yes, it has, but they can't take the contents of what they're reading. They can't take that out.
Right.
You
They
know,
don't.
it says that we ain't supposed to add nothing to it or subtract nothing from it.
Right.
And that's in Deuteronomy. I want to say the fourth chapter somewhere. But
That's all Revelations.
right, but that's crazy, man. They holding their hands upon his loins like a woman in childbirth, and all his face is turned pallid. Oh my God,
Right.
God.
It says, woe, for that day will be momentous. There is nothing like it. It will be it will be a time of trouble for Jacob, but he shall be saved from it. It shall be on that day, word of Yahweh, Master of Legions, that I will break the yoke off. Well, I will break off the yoke of the conqueror from your neck, and I will tear your straps, and the foreigner will no longer enslave him. They will serve Yahweh their Elohim and David their king, whom I will establish over them. So in other words, we're supposed to have another King David somewhere. When you
Mm-hmm.
think of someone like King David, and who hasn't come yet, and it's not Jesus Christ.
God. Because basically his messages, his prophets comes as the people like us brothers today. The ones who safeguarding the Torah, the ones who's keeping the laws and the commandments, statutes, and we keeping all the testimonies of Yahweh, man. But these people, they thinking somebody gonna come from the sky and come save them. Oh my goodness.
Right.
I don't
That's
understand
why
these people.
somebody says Jesus Christ is their Savior. He didn't save Stephen.
Right.
He was getting stoned, and he told him to call. He didn't save Peter.
Hey, I
Con.
got one. I got
He
one.
didn't. You know
That's
what a
the
big one is? He never visited someone who baptized him. John the Baptist, what'd he do? He fled. Come on, man. He's supposed to save you? Is that your savior? Really?
That's because that story is all wickedness. I got one for y'all. That's gonna be Jeremiah chapter 17, verse number 5. Thus say Yahweh, accursed is the man who trusts in people and
Mm-hmm.
makes flesh and blood his strength and turns his heart away from Yahweh. So that's definitely what the whole Jeebus thing is. It's turning
Right.
away from Yahweh. It's putting your faith into a dead man.
Mm-hmm.
So we stay right here in the book of Jeremiah, and we just jump up to the 22nd chapter and hit verse number 10. It says, "Do not weep for a dead man, and do not
Right.
shake your head for him. Weep rather for the one who went away and will never again return to see his birthplace."
Right.
They don't even
Con.
understand. They got you in double. They got people in double wickedness in them churches, bro.
Right.
Triple. They put the Most High.
They they add no extra demons, bro. It's
Yep.
like they go to church to power up on them demons, man. After a whole long week, they've been getting beat up by them demons. Man, they've been doing so much fornication, all this old stuff. Not just actually physical fornication, but this is spiritual fornication, what we're talking about. You know, these people don't understand that, man. And it's crazy. And then when you try to tell them something good, they look at you like you crazy. And I'll be like, are you serious? You gonna just sit up here and this lie? You rather go to church and believe a man that's just only working? So when he give you a couple little scriptures and fill you up on some of your feelings of what you want to hear, then he's asking you to come out your pockets. Now come on down this altar and drink this blood. And eat, you know what I'm saying? Break that bread, eat off part of my flesh. It's like, you know, it's just sickening, bro. Just sickening. Well, I'm so glad I'm up out of that. It's straight madness, bro.
People don't understand that's the practice of a heathen. The
Right.
drinking of the blood. And then it's mockery, because I'm going to read this again. I'm going to stay right here in the book of Jeremiah. I read this on the debate league, and that shit went completely over these niggas' head. You go to Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. Where is it? It's 11. Yeah, when you go to Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, and look, it says at verse number 25, "Pour out your wrath upon the nations that know you not, upon the family to do not call in your name, for they have eaten up Jacob."
Okay.
Man, them Hamites and all them people, they was deep into that cannibalism, bro.
Right.
So when they say eat my body, eat my bread, they actually making mockery of what happened to us in certain times of war.
Okay.
People don't understand. Like I said, bro, like that's wickedness to the highest degree.
Right.
You know what? I want to get this one. Out, and this is just for anybody who's stuck on the law can't fix you, the law can't save you, it can't help. I want to read something in Deuteronomy. When you go to Deuteronomy 6, this is a very key verse, and this one goes over so many people's head. This is Deuteronomy 6:5. "You shall love Yahweh with all of your heart and with all of your soul and with all of your resources." This is what we've been asked to do, to love Yahweh with all of our heart and all of our soul. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that. People want to break it down to a law. Yahweh is the law, so you can't break it down like it.
Okay.
That's very simple, bro. They want to break it down to us, the law. It's this law. This law was given to people because they were savages. No. This law was given to people because we had been living in a place like America where sin is gratified, where filth is made. They make a monument of filth here. And this place is definitely a monument to wickedness, like all day long, bro. And so when you live in a place like this and you've become acclimated to a society like this, you probably need to be reformed. You know, we had lived in Egypt. Like, there was some disgusting fucking people. That's just what it is. Minus their technology and their science and their mathematics, they was disgusting people. And in
Kind.
fact, let's get that. I think a lot of people they overlook this too. And this is why when we stay in the Torah, it's like it's a no lose situation. When you go to Leviticus 18, no, I'm sorry. When you go to Leviticus 18, it says, yeah, Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, I am Yahweh your Elohim. Do not perform the practices of the land of Egypt in which you dwell, and do not perform the practice of the land of Canaan, which I bring you. Do not follow their traditions. Carry out my laws, safeguard my decrees, and follow them. I am Yahweh your Elohim." Just stop there. So it's going to say you, it's going to show we didn't get the law issued to us because we were savages. We got the law issued to us because we had been living in a wicked place. It's just like
Right.
America. You got to be honest. You become acclimated to this way of life. It's just the facts. You know, we're acclimated to things that, of course, that are not right according to our Torah. And this is just the facts, y'all. Like the example, that Torah tell you you're supposed to get paid for every day you work. Yet
That's
here in
right.
this kingdom, you get paid every 2 weeks, twice a month. You see what I'm saying?
Kind.
We're acclimated to things that are wrong. This is why the law was issued out. It's like a reset button. But with that, I yield. Y'all go ahead, bro.
I'm going to back him up by showing who he gave his law to. And I'm not going to use Exodus with Moses. I'm going to go to Psalms 147, 19 and 20. And it reads on the wise. He relates his word to Jacob and his statutes and judgments to Israel. Now watch this. He did not do so for any other nation. Such judgments, they know them not. Hallelujah. Point blank. So how are you going to go to the Gentiles to learn your heritage in the name of religion? Come on, man. Really?
I'm
Wake
back,
up.
y'all. I'm back, y'all. What did I miss, y'all? Sorry about that.
You're good. Yahweh Kah, bro. Welcome. In other words, why are you going to go to the Gentiles and have them teach you, and the ones who are actually in this truth, you reject them? I guess Jesus was right when he said a prophet is not accepted in his own country. It's proven right here.
See, that's proven when the land is wicked. Yes,
Right.
a prophet won't be accepted in his own country because they don't want to hear the words of the covenant.
They're afraid to hear the truth.
Thank you. And that, you know what? That's why most of our people won't even pick up and read the Torah, bro.
Con.
Because they afraid to find out what they doing is disgusting.
Con. Only time they might pick it up is at church. You know what I'm saying? When they have one of those synagogues, you know what I mean?
I forgot our place when we were talking about when the Israelites went back to Egypt when they were told not to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing we're going through now. It's just in a different form. I'm trying to find.
Told, don't go back to that golden calf.
Right. Babylonia will not be healed. Wow, this is in Jeremiah 51.
Right.
That's a shade. I'm still trying to find that thing about Egypt because it actually touches on what we're experiencing. Even on Facebook, it's evident there too. I mean, you can prove it. Just look on my wall and see which posts have some kind of response or some kind of shares. None of it is scriptural based. Everything having to do with comedy, they'll do it. Everything having to do with folly, they'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. They don't want the truth. And I'm trying to give it to them softly. They don't want me to come hard. Then I lose all my friends.
Well, that's because it's just what the Torah says. They love what's evil and they hate what's good.
Right. That's why I was going to
Con.
that scripture we were covering about going back into Egypt.
Well, you know what?
Even
I
when
got a better. I got a better one. Let's go to a better. Um, let's just go to Isaiah because that, and we ain't even got to get it out of Jeremiah. We can get it out of Isaiah because we already had the warning beforehand.
right,
That's in Isaiah 30.
30. That's right.
No.
Was it 30?
I'm sorry. No, Isaiah 31. I'm sorry. That
No.
touches on all the points. It's woe to those who go down to Egypt for help, and they rely on horses, and they trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. And they did not depend on the Holy One of Israel and did not seek out Yahweh. But he is also wise, and he has brought calamity, and he did not retract his words, and he will rise up against the house of evildoers and against those who assist sinners. It says, Egypt is a man and not a god. Their horses are of flesh and not of spirit. Yahweh will stretch out his hand, and the helper will stumble, and the helped will fall, and they will all perish together. So that just goes to show, trusting on society, trusting on the money, trusting on all of this, like it's going to fall because you're starting to give it too much reverence in your life.
Kanye West, another example. I said that the Most High was using him, and somebody cut me off without me explaining. Here's my explanation. Just as Yahweh used the serpent in the Garden of Eden, he is using Kanye West to present you with a choice. You know what he's about. You know the organization he's in. You know who he's joining up with, the false prophets, and then he creates his own religion. Come on, man.
Con.
Wake up. Wake up. Stop falling for the serpentine trick. It's going to eat itself.
Ain't that what we've been talking about, Avanye, man? Like how people love to do that.
Yes. They love that.
Facts, bro. Always. Let me see. I want to get you know what? I'm gonna just stay in Isaiah. I'm gonna stay in Isaiah. I'm gonna go to 33. And it says, woe to you, pillager, who has not been pillaged, traitor who has not been betrayed. When you finish pillaging, you will be pillaged.
You should have asked her.
And when you make an end to your treachery, they will be treacherous with you. So it just goes to show, you know, that's that whole what goes around comes around. Like this is that point. Yahweh is using Kanye and a bunch of people. This is that point where he's basically, you know, just trying to see who's gonna make the cut.
Con.
Because the truth is, Christianity has taught us all lies. The doors ain't open forever. They're not.
Nope. They can be shut at any time. He can wipe you clean at any time.
Right.
So you got to stay.
They got believing they can live a whole life of wickedness and get on their deathbed and repent then. Like it don't work like that, bro.
No,
it doesn't work.
It don't. You have to put in work.
Isaiah 34:16 states it clearly. Search the book of Yahweh and read it. Not one of them is lacking. Not one is missing its fellow. For my mouth has commanded it, and his spirit has gathered them together. He has cast lots for them, and his hand has distributed the land for them with the measuring line. They will inherit it forever. They will dwell in it from generation to generation. That's concerning the land I'm talking about is concerning Yahweh's word. You got to stay in it. You got to dwell in it.
Facts. You do have to stay in. You know, I'm gonna get one. This is one of my favorites. I'm gonna go to Ezekiel 22, and I really like this. I really like this passage, Ezekiel 22, starting at verse 25. It says, there is a conspiracy of her prophets in her midst, like roaring lion that tears its prey. They have devoured souls. They have taken away Jerusalem's treasure and worth. They have increased her widows in her midst. Her priest robbed my Torah. You hear that point? It says, her priest robbed my Torah and desecrated my sanctities, and they did not distinguish between holy and profane. They did not make known the difference between contaminated and purified. They hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I became profane among them. And that's exactly how it goes, because these people are still telling you drinking blood is something holy. No, it's not. That's profane. They still telling you you don't have to worry about trying to keep the Sabbath. That's the old law. That's profane. And that's why I'm gonna read that last part again. It says, they did not distinguish between holy and profane. They did not make known the difference between contaminated and purified. So that's why, and that lines up with, believe it or not, that lines up with Ezekiel 43 perfectly. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that little part. That lines up with that Ezekiel 43, where it says, verse number 10, you, son of man, tell the house of Israel about the temple, and let them be ashamed of their iniquities and calculate the temple's design. You can't be ashamed of your iniquities if you don't know you're doing it. And that's why it goes back to that Ezekiel 22, where he says they didn't make known to them the difference between contaminated and profile. Dude, it's literally all people who wake up this morning and they literally prayed upon a man's death for salvation for their life.
God. It'll make it all relevant. Let me read right here in Proverbs 8. I'm gonna start right, verse 36. But one who sins against me despoils his soul. All who hate me love death.
Yes. Plain and simple. Here, I just found backup proof of what I was saying about Yahweh using Kanye West for those deceived. This is Isaiah 45, and I'm going to start at verse 5. I am Yahweh, and there is no other. Other than me, there is no God. I will gird you, though you did not know me, in order that those from the east and west will gird you. Oh, wait a minute. East and the west would know that there is nothing beside me. I am Yahweh. There is no other. I am the one who forms light and creates darkness, who makes peace and creates evil. I am Yahweh, master of all these. So don't tell me that wow, I forgot where I was going with this. Don't tell me that Yahweh doesn't create good and evil. He does it for a reason. He did not give you a brain to let it sit there and melt. He gave you a brain to use it wisely and make a decision. You choose your own fate. That's why I say everything that happens to you is your fault. And I can't get no clearer than that. We just read that. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Yahweh Kai, and none other.
I got one, especially, but I just want to show this one. And I want to use this as a composition real quick. What's going on, y'all? And I'm going to get this out of this Ezekiel 20. It says, this is Ezekiel 20 and verse number 7. For people who can't go beyond their mind, they can't see with their mind. It says, and I said to them, every man cast away the detestable idols of your eyes, and do not defile yourselves with the idols of Egypt. I am Yahweh. I'm going to show y'all this. It says, do not defile yourself with the idols of Egypt. That's a cross. You know, fuck what they call it. That's still a cross. Do not defile yourselves with those idols from Egypt. That's where the cross is from. That's where all of that is from. So it's crazy to see. People don't understand that when they go into those churches, which usually have a pyramid shape somewhere on it, and they have a cross and they have a sun, they literally don't even understand. Like they're literally spiritually back in Egypt.
Yes. Kind.
And then they call on the three gods, which is the Egyptian Trinity, and then they worship the sun concept, which is Horus. Like you're literally, and then of all things, what do? They say they'll get to heaven when they die. So do everything that you just heard me say, that's straight off the walls of Egypt, bro. And that's what they teaching in these whorehouses, because that's all they are. They're not churches, bro. They're not, bro, those are harlot houses. In fact, ain't that Ezekiel 16?
I believe so.
Let's see. You brought this one out a while back, Tom. This that Ezekiel 16 and 24. It says, you built for yourself an eminent place and made for yourselves a lofty place in every street. At every crossroad, you built your lofty place and profaned your beauty and opened your legs to every passerby, and you multiplied your harlotry.
Wow, you took that one right out of my mouth. Let's go back to Jeremiah, what's that, 32? And I'm going to start at verse 27. Behold, I am Yahweh, God of all flesh. Can anything be hidden from me? Therefore, thus said Yahweh, behold, I am delivering this city into the hands of the Chaldeans and into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and he will capture it. And the Chaldeans who are attacking the city will come and ignite the city with fire and burn it down, along with the houses upon whose roofs the people used to burn incense to Baal and pour libations out to the gods of others, in order to anger me. For the Chaldeans, or for the children of Israel and the children of Judah, have been doing only what is wrong in my eyes since their youth. For the children of Israel only anger me with their handiwork. Word of Yahweh. For this city has aroused my anger and my wrath in me from the day that they built it until this day, so that I shall remove it from my presence because of the evil of the children of Israel and the children of Judah that they committed to anger me. They and their kings and officers, their priests and their prophets, and the people I lost my spot. And the people of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem. To me, they have turned their back and not their faces. And though I taught them, arising early and teaching, they do not listen to accept rebuke. They place their destinations into the higher places of Baal in the valley of the son of Hinnon, which at the pass, wait. Let me get back there. And they built high places of Baal that are in the valley of Sinon, or valley of the son of Hinnon, at which to pass their sons and their daughters to Molech, which I never commanded them, nor did I contemplate performing this abomination in order to cause Judah to sin. Case closed. Get out of there, y'all.
Facts, bro. Facts. I got one to back that up, and it was just to show what is up because of all of that. What you just read, show you what ended up happening. This is Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, verse number 1. It says, "The word of Yahweh came to me, saying, You son of man, thus said Adonai Yahweh Elohim, to those who dwell upon the soil of Israel, the end has come upon the four corners of the land. Now the end is upon you, and I will send my anger against you. So when he said that, that means it was over.
Right.
Hence, this is why we're here in America now. I'm gonna read that again. When he said the end, I mean it was a done deal for us
Mm-hmm.
at that point. And like I said, it just goes to show, man, like our people, bro, like they really don't listen. Like they are sadish children. Like they are hard headed and they act dumb like children, bro. Like, and that's just something about us. And
That's why we're described as stiff-necked children of rebellion in Deuteronomy.
right,
God.
facts.
That'll be Deuteronomy 4 and 28. Read it for yourself.
And to back the brother up, when he was talking about how you people, you cause stuff to be happening to you, you cause it to yourself. And sometimes Yahweh will be testing you. And then you choose your idol over him, you know. Malachi 2. And now this is the commandment is upon you, O Kohanim. If you do not listen and do not take it to heart to render honor to my name, say Yahweh, master's allegiance, I will send a curse among you,
Said Jesus?
and I will. Nah, he said, that's Yahweh, Akkad, master's allegiance.
There you go.
I will send a curse among you, and I will curse your blessings. You see, even your blessings will have a curse. So, man, indeed, I have already cursed it. So, even by people getting it, it's already been cursed. People, you just got to take your heed. Because if you don't, he send curses among you, and he curses your blessings. But you do not take to your heart. Behold, I am suppressing the seed because of you, and I will scatter filth among your faces, the filth of your festivities, offerings, your sin. I will carry you to this. Know that I have sent this commandment to you, so that my commandment shall be with Levi, say Yahweh Akkad, master's allegiance. My covenant was with him, life and peace. Peace. I gave these to him for the sake of the fear with which he feared me, for he was an oath of my name. The teachings of the truth was in his mouth, and injustice was not found on his lips. He walked with me in peace and with fairness, and turned many away from iniquity. You see, that's what we try to give y'all people, a good word. Tell y'all to try to get closer to Yahweh, but y'all still holding on to your idol, Jeebus, even though that's a bad teaching that, we've been all raised up under, man. I admit it myself.
Kind. Just like the scripture said, inherited lies. All of us. That's all mankind.
Mm-hmm.
And what they don't know or what they're ignoring is this comes in two parts. You don't want to see the next part because you will have nothing to say. They are going to come wiping you out straight up. We are the messengers delivering the word. After us comes the destroyer. We can't say anything. That's that desolation, that famine coming. And we're real close. Real close.
Shit, we ain't close. It's here. It's here.
No, not yet, because the word is still made available to them through us from Yahweh and his word.
Yes,
when those
that
come,
part.
not be around.
I dig you on that part, but it seemed like it's here because it seemed like you said, the Kanye West, the Lexus, these people
Mm-hmm.
it's like they're getting amplified power right now, bro. So it's like the word is here for the marshals, but for the common people who ain't devoted themselves, like it's disappearing.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. Pretty soon we won't be around. When the destroyer comes, that's it.
Oh,
Remember,
that's right.
we have tried to deliver the knowledge and tried to bring war. When the ones who bring war come, we are gone. We're going home safely. But the destroyer is going to come and take everybody else out. That's that 2/3 they were talking about in Revelation. Now remember, he's talking about the 2/3 of the house of Israel. What about the Gentiles? They have work to do too.
Oh yeah, they sure do. First thing they gonna have to do, so says the tour, start burying them dead bodies in the Middle East. That's gonna be the first thing they
Right,
gonna have to do.
right,
And you see it forming up over there, like it's any day now.
right.
Hey, Bon, yeah, you hear it in the background, don't
Oh yeah, it
you? The
started up the
train.
spirit.
Right.
The
Mm-hmm.
spirit.
That's the Trumps. Y'all better listen up.
And you know what? That very well could be that show for 'em.
That's right.
But that goes back to what the tour said, like Yahweh said. My ways are not your ways.
Ah,
This whole church idea, we've been spoon
okay.
fed the majority of our lives. It's people
Mm-hmm.
who gonna fight tooth and nail. They rather fight tooth and nail, bro. And the sad thing is, they felt like they being faithful, but it's like
Right.
they feel like they being faithful. But truth be told, bro, this is their time. This is the time really to wake up. And
Ah,
you don't see how many of us being shot down in the street. The destroyer is definitely here, bro.
right.
Right. Right.
Not the destroyer that I'm talking about.
You talking about
Here
the
comes
final one? You
right.
talking about the final destroyer? Yeah.
Oh, here we
Yeah.
go. Yeah, here we go.
I got one.
Malachi, Malachi 3, verse 19 through 22. For behold, the
Ooh,
day.
well, I was just right there.
Right.
uh, hey,
When all
hey, do
the
me, do me a
people,
favor,
all
brother.
what's that?
Start from 7 and going down, cause,
That's
cause the message is in there right there. Is it that message from 7? I say
oh
from
yes,
7 to 12 is really telling the people that's in the churches, and we trying to tell you these Christians, man, but they still stuck on Jesus. But
I was thinking
if you
about
just
starting.
if you look at it and you read it, man, it's telling these people to tell them to come back to him. But also, just go ahead, bro.
Right, but let's go to 7. Since the days of your forefathers, you have veered away from my laws, and you have not observed them. Return to me, not Jesus, and I will return to you, says Yahweh, Master of Legions.
Who
But you say,
who said it?
says Yahweh, Master of Legions. But you say, for what shall we repent? Or what should we repent? Should a person steal from God as you steal from
Stop
me?
right there. Stop right there, bro. Why ain't that how we are, bro? Don't that
Yes,
sound just like a Negro? Don't that sound
yes,
just like now we testing? Now it's like we saying that to your house now. Then you know what I'm saying? That's how stiff necked we are, so rebellious we are, and then we
right.
be so rebellious against our own brother and sister, and we so quick to kill one another. But all these black folks, and I did say black folks because they initiate themselves at or consider themselves being called that. When you really just when you just know that you are a nation, you was this firstborn, and our fathers was just so stiff necked, just like us, you know. And if all these fathers that's out of homes today across America with the KKK in the middle, you know what I'm saying? It still suppress our own bondage is right here in Babylon, but people just still don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we still holding on to, what we was beat into. You know what I'm saying, man?
Right. Let me
Now,
fin-
yeah, go ahead, finish
and
right
you
there. Keep going.
and you say, how have we stolen from you? By withholding the tithes and the what's that? Teruma? Oh, Teruma offerings. You are cursed with a curse, yet you continue to steal from me, the entire nation. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse, and let it be sustenance in my temple. Test me, if you will, with this. mm, Test me, if you will, with this, says Yahweh, Master of Legions. See if I do not open up for you the windows of the heavens and pour out upon your blessing without end. And I will rebuke the devourer for you, and they will not destroy for you the produce of the ground, and the vine will not be cast well and the vine will not cast off its fruit for you in the field, says Yahweh, Master of Legions. All the nations will praise you, for you will be a land of delight, says Yahweh, Master of Legions. So why would you turn that down?
Right,
He's giving you royalty. But you want to be like the pig that wallows in the mud, eating each other up. I mean,
right.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Should I go on?
Keep
Because
going.
it's going to hurt, man. This is going to hurt. Your words have become harsh against me, says Yahweh. But you say, how have we spoken against you? You have said it is useless to serve God. Whoa. What was that? You have said it is useless to serve God. What gain is there for us that we have kept his watch, and that we walk submissively before Yahweh, Master of Legions? So now we praise the wicked. There it is right there. So now we praise the wicked. Evildoers are built up. They have
They
tested.
what?
They have built.
That's what they
Evildoers
doing.
have been
That's the
built up.
Kanye West. You just you
Right,
see what I'm saying? We
right
we
there.
we just breaking it all down for you. Just keep going, brother. Keep going.
They
It's
have
gonna hurt.
even God and escaped. Then those who feared Yahweh spoke to one another, and Yahweh listened and heard. And the book of remembrance was written before him for those who fear Yahweh and those who give thought to his name. Not Jesus, his name.
God.
They will be a precious treasure for me, says Yahweh, Master of Legions, on the day which I bring about. And I will have mercy on them as a man have mercy on his son who serves him. Then you will return and see the difference between righteousness and the wicked, between one who serves God and one who does not serve him. And this is the part I like. Verse 19, for behold, the day is coming, burning like an oven, with all the wicked people and evildoers will be like straw. And that day, and that coming day will burn them up, says Yahweh, Master of Legions, so that it will not leave them a root nor branch. But
Man, they
son,
ain't gonna have nothing.
right. But the Son of Righteousness will shine for you who fear my name with healing in its rays. And you will go about and flourish like calves attended or calves fattened in the stall. And you will trample the wicked, for they will be ashes under the soles of your feet. On that day, I bring about, says Yahweh, Master of Legions. Here's the key right here. Remember the Torah of Moses, my servant, which I commanded him at Horeb for all of Israel, its decrees and its statutes. So that means that old law is not done away with.
Right.
Hallelujah, boy. Oh man, I'm not gonna go any further. I think I heard him enough.
I was gonna say yeah, because we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all got any last scripture?
Uh, let me get one.
Because a whole lot of times, we deal with condemnation. I'm just gonna tell y'all
Right,
my last scripture is dealing with redemption. So
right,
definitely want to leave out on that note.
right. Leaving something to ponder. Their rewards they're turning down.
All right, no last. Y'all got no last scriptures. It's gonna be around.
I'm still looking. Because I want to use the blessing from Deuteronomy
Yeah,
28. There,
I'm still looking, bro.
see what they're giving up.
But I might go.
There we go. Oh boy, this is long. Why did I choose that?
Uh,
Okay, here we go. Deuteronomy 28. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It shall be that if you hearken to the voice of Yahweh, your Elohim, to observe, to perform all of his commandments that I command you this day, then Yahweh, your Elohim, will make you supreme over all the nations of the earth. All these blessings will come upon you and overtake you if you hearken to the voice of Yahweh, your Elohim. And then it goes on with the blessings. You can read the blessings yourself. Yahweh Kai and Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, okay. Well, man, got your last scripture at?
uh, nah, I think I guess. I'm done.
All right, well that's
Nah,
cool.
I'm just still looking though, but I'm trying to hit them with a good one. But you can go right ahead. I, I think I, I think that's it. Yeah, I think I got my last verse.
All right, then go ahead, man.
Psalms, maybe Psalms 51 and 12. For anybody that feel broken, but search Yahweh, you have to basically just get in the Torah. You know, all praises to Yahweh God. This be my last verse. Create a pure heart for me, O Elohim, and a steadfast spirit renew within me. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. To restore to me the joy of your salvation, and with a generous spirit sustain me. I will teach transgressors your ways, and sinners will return to you. And be my last verse, and hope that be something that you can grasp to. If you know you ain't, if if you know your spirit ain't right, just hearken to Yahweh's uh, voice, all praises to Yahweh God again, and peace and brothers on the panel, and shalom.
All right, man. I'm just gonna definitely do this last one, and it's gonna be Jeremiah 23, and we read this starting from verse number 7. It says, "Therefore, behold, the days are coming, the word of Yahweh, when the people will no longer swear as Yahweh lives, who brought the children of Israel from the land of Egypt, but rather as Yahweh lives, who brought back the offspring of the house of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands where he had dispersed them, and they had dwelled for their own land." With that, I want to say appreciate anybody who came through. We definitely a few more of these now that I got this up and running. You know what I'm saying? We need to start catching back up on our TKRs. I know the people, people been slick poking, trying to figure out what we've been doing. So, we're gonna definitely get back in the habit of that, and definitely be on the lookout for the night. And
Yeah, I'm gonna be there, right there with you, bro.
we're definitely in that thing. But until then, man, halala waya, man, Shabbat Shalom, and Shemaya Yashala, Elohim Yahweh Kah, Hail House of Israel. Our Lord God is one. With that, I want to say peace.